Hi Jess, nice to see you.
Hi.
There are very few players in WSL talked about as much as you right now in terms of form. How does it feel to be playing so well and coming into the camp?
Yeah, no, it feels like amazing at the moment. Obviously, I've been very patient. Went out on loan, got some experience last year, and have been able to come back and now finally getting an opportunity to show a bit about me.
Yeah, it feels like quite a while ago since you made your debut, and you made a big impact on your debut as well. Do you feel like you've been biding your time to sort of potentially make an impact at international level?
I mean, I'm just, working hard at club and, waiting for the opportunity, and when it comes, hopefully taking it.
Chatting to quite a few of your City teammates, they were like, we knew Jessie was going to step up when Jill sort of stepped out of the team. How does it feel to be sort of, one of the players that, again, everybody seems to have faith in and is really happy to see thrive?
Yeah, I think, they see me work hard like every day and, they help me with that. The team's a brilliant team, so I just feel comfortable coming in and trying to play my football.
How does that equate when you come away with England, though? Because obviously, I suppose you've been at City quite a while, you're probably quite comfortable, you know everyone there. When you're here, I suppose, you haven't got long to make an impact.
No, but the girls are incredible girls, and they make you feel comfortable as soon as you come into the environment, off pitch, on pitch. I've got a lot of friends that, are here from City as well that help you with that. So straight away, I felt quite comfortable.
We saw today, obviously, it's the first time Leah's been back for almost a year, pretty much. Does it feel different when she's around?
I think, the girls stepped up, when she did get injured, and it doesn't feel different, but it is definitely nice to have her back and have her in the squad.
Hi Jess, you've talked about players helping you settle into the England squad. Is there one player in particular who's been a really great help to you?
Me and Alex are quite close at club, so she helps me get involved here, and Hempo and Esme, the City girls really do help me when I'm away here. But all the girls are genuinely lovely, so they all help with that.
You had a wonderful performance in the Manchester derby. I don't know if you've seen the footage, but the cameras panned to Serena in the crowd, and she's having an absolute whale of a time watching your performance. What she said to you about how you've been playing recently?
She just says, keep up with the consistency, keep doing well, keep working hard, and, good things will come. And I managed to show that in that game in particular, so yeah.
We're not quite at the point where Lionesses play all their games at Wembley, but it means when those games come around, I imagine they must feel even more special than perhaps games at other stadiums.
Yeah, definitely. I think it feels extra special for every single one of us to be able to play at Wembley and, have the support that we have.
And final one for me, in terms of the group as a whole and the other teams you'll be facing, when that draw was made, it's a difficult group. Yeah. What was your reaction and how have the rest of the squad reacted to it?
I think we all know, it's a difficult group. There's a wide range of teams that we're gonna face different challenges with each and every one, and I think just focusing on us and making sure we're prepared and we're ready is really important.
Thank you.
Okay, Tom.
Hi Jess, really nice to see you. Could I just take you back maybe to when you made your debut in, I think, November 2022 in the Spain camp over there, and maybe how you would reflect on the changes in your game since then, and maybe if you look fast forward to now, what things you think you've improved the most since then?
I think definitely my game awareness off the ball. I think, my confidence on the ball, and going on loan last season really helped with that, and being in and around the squad also has helped with that. But yeah, I'd say they're probably the main things.
Yeah, you mentioned going on loan. I mean, it feels as though yourself and Grace, who we just spoke to, are two of the great sort of success stories of the loan system in this country, if that makes sense. And I'm wondering maybe how integral you feel that loan spell was to your development.
Yeah, I think it was really, really important. I've said a few times before in a couple of interviews that, when you go on loan, it's such a big decision to make. Obviously, I want to play at City. I want to be playing every minute, but there's some reasons why sometimes that doesn't happen. And I think going out and getting that experience when, I went on loan has just made me come back kind of more confident, more ready. I've faced all the teams in the WSL playing for them, so I feel more than ready and capable to play at City doing that as well.
Yeah, Gareth Taylor's been saying, obviously speaking very highly of you recently, and he said that the real kind of icing on the cake was getting more goals and assists. Has that been something that you've sort of purposefully tried to add to your game, more numbers at the top end?
Yeah, definitely. It's something I've been working on for a while, whether it's staying out after training and practicing my finishing, or looking and speaking with players that I play with on how I can, assist them and how they move. And that's really helped me to find them when I've been playing on the pitch.
Are there specific players who you stay out with and train late with at City?
Yeah, there's a few of us that are always out shooting at the end. Me, Hempo, Mary Fowler, Laura Coombs, we always stay out and we do a little drill. It's really good fun, actually.
Oh, no, thank you very much. Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks. Can we go to Kit?
Hi Jess, nice to see you. Can I ask mainly about your teammates in this squad that are Chelsea players? Because obviously you're locked in a really tight race mainly with them. What's it like when you come to camp and those players who are your rivals suddenly become your teammates?
I think at the start, there's always a little bit of banter and there's always a little bit of, inside banter. But, when we're here, we focus on the job that we're doing here and the team that we're going to be playing against, and we come together really well as a group.
Is anyone in particular amongst maybe the Chelsea lot that you have a laugh and a joke with then?
I think all of them are a bit of jokesters, Neve, Charles, definitely. But yeah, all of them, we have a little bit of banter and then we get focused.
Yeah. And thinking about kind of your career, you're obviously still very early on in your career as a whole, but this is far from your first England camp. So how do you feel coming back here again? Does it just kind of feel like the norm almost for you now?
I mean, I don't feel like I could ever feel like it's just normal because, being called up is such an honour, and yeah, it's always been my dream. So every time, I see that I've been called up, it's an amazing feeling. But yeah, when I come into the team, I do feel more comfortable and definitely settled in quite well.
Can we go to Rich?
Hi Jess, just following on from what Tom said about the loan, obviously it's a long time going away for 12 months to a different club, playing every week. Have you noticed a visible difference in yourself coming back to Manchester City this season, whether that's as a player, as a person, your confidence, things like that? Have you noticed there's a difference between that 12-month period?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel more confident off and on the pitch. I feel like, if I have a point to make, that I do want to make it because everyone's point is valued. And I think going away on loan and experience, being in the team week in, week out, I think I've brought that back to City and, been able to be confident.
You spoke a bit about, obviously, the City girls that you've got around the squad. There's always been a big core. Does that help you as a young player coming in, particularly girls, in your position, like Chloe, like Lauren, that you train with every day, you can learn from them, and then you come in here and you've got that little bit of continuity as well when you're breaking into a senior squad?
Yeah, definitely. They help me so much at club, and they definitely do that here too. And, they try and include me as much as possible, and I think that's really important from them, and it's really nice for me as well.
And obviously another one of your City teammates, obviously Steph's announced her retirement. I mean, you've been growing up in an era where Steph has been the face of the game, but, when you would have been a teenager coming through. So just how much of an influence has she had on you and all the young girls that have been, coming through over the last decade?
Yeah, massive. I remember when I was young watching the Olympics and seeing her score free kicks. Like, I idolised that. And then being able to meet her, play with her, and just actually get to know Steph as a person. I think I said it in a post, she's an absolutely incredible person. And I just think the stuff that she does on the pitch is obvious to everyone that it's incredible, but the stuff away from the pitch and how she's helped me and the advice she's given me is just, she's just a top person.
Thanks, Jess.
Go to Sandra behind.
Hi, Jess. Just following on from, obviously, your appearances, obviously that great debut you had in November 2 years ago. Just what more would you like to show or deliver on the pitch? And has Serena spoken to you in terms of what more she'd like to see from you in terms of your game?
We haven't spoken directly, but, I think... We haven't spoken directly yet about that, but I think just, being confident, and she always says for me to be confident and play like me, and I think I'm starting to show that at City now, so it's just maybe, showing that here and in training, in game time, whenever it is, just showing that.
And obviously, with you stepping up with Jill being out injured, I mean, how do you feel that kind of partnership with the link you've had with Bunny Shaw is kind of going to help you in terms of what you're doing in, you know, for England and, you know, going forward with qualifiers?
Yeah, I think, you know, playing close to Bunny and her movement and things like that has really helped me, you know, being able to assist her, but also I'm able to bring that here because there's players who play similar, or if they do want different things, like I know how to have them conversations and, you know, how to work on that. So I think, yeah, it's very important.
And also, how do you feel about seeing someone like Kiara? I mean, like you say, there's a big group of City players here, but seeing Kiara come through and make the step up from under 23s?
Yeah, you know, it's incredible for her, and I think it's really well deserved. You know, she's been a massive part of the City squad this year, and, you know, some of the saves that she's made has kept us in games, and I think it's incredible and well deserved for her to have been called up here, and, you know, I hope she gets that opportunity to show that here too.
That's great. Cheers.
Thanks. Go to Sophie.
Hi Jess, I was just going to ask about that kind of change of positioning for you, because obviously traditionally a winger and you're playing much more centrally this season, but how quickly you've kind of adapted to that style of play, and what do you think has been key to that adaptation?
I think, you know, having the conversations about what's needed and also talking to the players in my squad that can help me out with that. But I've got such a great group around me that it's been quite easy for me to, you know, talk to them about it and transition. I was a winger, but previously as a kid I have grown up playing in that role, so it kind of felt like I was going back to comfort. And I just think that I've been able to, you know, show what I'm about there a little bit more.
And I guess it's about developing that versatility as well, because when you play you can still see those winger attributes in you, so I guess that's really helpful when it comes to playing for England or for City, that you can play in multiple areas across that front area.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, playing on the wing, it's very different to playing in the middle, but there are opportunities where you can use things that you learn out on the wing or learn in the middle in both positions. So, yeah, it's really important.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was like 5:45. Right, we'll run.